Hey everyone, this is Ace from Ace's Gun Dog Kennels. Today we're going to do a video that goes over our started dog program. I'm going to break this video down into 4 parts. First part's going to be how we build the program, how we built it, and how we train the dogs up through the program. The next part is going to be what we expect from the dogs whenever they're complete with the program. Third part will be transitioning the dog into his new home and into the hunting environment. And then the fourth part is how we do the payment options on the dogs. Okay, so the first part is how we raise and train the started dogs. I started this program over 23 years ago. I learned a whole lot about breeding these lines and intermixing these lines in order to get what we want. So I breed for 3 main things: health, trainability, and a non-challenging dog. So the very number one thing we do, a lot of health screening on our dogs. Next thing that I want is a dog that enjoys the retrieve and enjoys having fun. The third thing that I want out of the dog is a dog that doesn't mind having a boss. I don't like a challenging dog that steady wants to be in charge and steady wants to test you over and over and over every single day. From a very young age, we encourage retrieving there and back. Try to encourage a hand delivery. The young pups don't realize it, but we're actually training them that when you come out, you interact with the person and you have fun, fun, fun. We add tall grass, we add some obstacles to the retrieving, do some water work with them. We also mix in some shooting and frozen birds, so they enjoy the heck out of it. By the time they're 22 weeks of age, whatever you throw, they're going to go get. Wherever you wave your hand, they're following it. They don't care about shooting. All they care about is, I can go get that, bring that back. We do a lot of grass work with them so that we can build that confidence up in their ability to use the nose, and also a ton of water work. When it comes to the water work, I just want the young dog having fun. I'm not worried about 50 and 70 yard retrieves whenever they're 5, 6 months old. When I'm going out there 15, 20 feet, maybe even 10, 15 yards, over and over and over, enjoying it, enjoying it, enjoying it, and having a great time. After we get through with this, it's time for leash introduction. Leash introduction is exactly what we call it. Time to learn to walk and sit at heel some and get a retrieve for a reward. We do no food reward training here, so everything is praise or retrieving. That's their reward. Okay, so once the dog wraps up our premium started dog program, I want them running double marks off lead and going on back for an unmarked fall. This little dog has 2 dummies down. The left dummy was first, the right dummy was second. We're going to line him back up to the left side, send him on his name for the mark. Let him go out, pick it, come back, get back at heel, go out to the right side. Watch this little dog's got a little fire to him. He wants to try and bounce a little bit, and the handler will tell him no, sit. He'll back up a little bit. This dog has about a week and a half, 2 weeks left, and we'll polish this up. The final part of our program is called stretching and polishing for a reason. Dog understands the commands, runs the drills. We just want to make it cleaner and smoother and prettier and add a little distance to it. This dog is going actually to Washington State in the middle of December of 23. The biggest goal is to have a dog that enjoys working, doesn't mind having a boss. Right here, handler lined him up, told him back. The wind's coming from the far right side. As he got by the cover, he pulled into the right. He'll hunt around in there, circle and get downwind and find the dummy. Watch here when he smells it. Right there. Boom. Biggest goal is to get these dogs where this stuff is pretty much muscle memory. When I'm understanding the drills, I'm doing it over and over. We also do a lot of shooting with these dogs, so they're super comfortable with the shooting. We use a lot of shoulder launchers. We order around 30,000 loads a year to go through our shoulder launchers. A lot of times we shoot while the dog's retrieving and while he's coming back, just so he hears lots of shots. First couple days is tennis balls. You just simply bounce the tennis balls, pet them up and play with them. Let them get used to you in the new environment. Once their tail's going really, really well, they're enjoying everything there. From there, you're going to go over obedience and singles. Step forward. We have about a 25-minute video that'll step you through everything. You're going to move to your doubles. You're going to move to your back commands. The leash is going to disappear at about day 4 or 5, and you're going to spend 2 or 3 weeks saying, hey, even though I went to their facility and ran this dog there and he did everything for me there, or even if we flew you the dog, I'm still going to spend roughly 3 weeks starting you back at step 1 and showing you that we also do these same exact steps that you learned while you were there. When you get to the 3-week mark, you should be doing really, really smooth with the dog. As far as the hunting blind goes, what I tell people is, until your dog gets 25 or 30 birds, you should hang your gun up and work your dog. The first few hunts, work the dog. He needs to have fun and enjoy the hunt. I talk with people all the time. I go over different scenarios. I give advice. Biggest thing to remember is it's like bringing a young child to a dove field. So if you bring an 8-year-old little boy to the dove field for his first dove hunt and it's hot, he has nothing to drink, no birds are flying, next week he doesn't want to go back. But if you bring him some Gatorade and some water and you let him go retrieve a few birds you shot, he's shooting some with his pellet rifle, he's having a great time, next week he wants to go back. So these young dogs are the same way. They know retrieving's fun, I have a boss, guns are okay, and I love birds. Now you have to take that, introduce him to the duck line, and make sure he has a good time doing it. It's very easy to do. You just got to prop your gun up, work your dog for 2 or 3 hunts, let him get 25, 30, 35 birds, then them gears will start turning. If you're worried about shooting birds on his first hunt, he's trying to break, you're yelling at him and you're scolding him, well, he's not having a good time, and you're setting him up for failure. So as long as you give him the opportunity and set things up where he can see what's going on, in just a couple of hunts, it's not uncommon to get to 4 and 5 hunts, and these dogs are picking up 3 and 4 man limits of birds. Quite often, that's the results. If you don't get a lot of time to put into him, he's going to struggle when it comes to putting the hunt together, because if you and him haven't put the time in, he's simply not going to be able to perform in the field because you hadn't done your homework at home. If you're at the 97% mark at home, your first hunt's going to be about 25%. Your second hunt should be at 65%. Your third hunt should be at 80-85%. The dog should gradually catch on and catch on and catch on. If you do what some clients do and they actually bring their dog to where they're going to hunt them, or they bring their mud boat out, or they bring them to the pip line and they can set up and run drills and scenarios there and actually have the dog set up exactly how he's going to hunt, well, them dogs excel big time. Some people travel hours to go to their hunting spot, so they don't have that luxury. Biggest thing is making sure that dog trusts you, he knows you, he's comfortable with you, and he's going to have fun with you. Payment wise, we have 2 levels of started dogs. Basic dog, he's going to do the obedience, the off-lead singles. He's going to run the off-lead obedience. He's going to run single retrieves. He sells for $5,500. That covers the price of the puppy, all of the training, all of the vaccines. All the training's guaranteed. If he should get to the 3-month mark, 5-month mark, 6-month mark and fail out of the program for whatever reason, we simply replace the dog. The next level dog up is the premium started dog. That's our biggest seller. He's going to run off lead, double marks. He's going to go on back if he doesn't see anything fall, anywhere from 40 to 60 yards. Guns, frozen birds, collar condition for his obedience work. The way that most people do the payments, they'll pick a dog out of our program off the website. A lot of guys will get with me, get on the phone. We'll discuss exactly what they want. Want a black male, he only hunts twice a year, or maybe he hunts every single weekend, or maybe he's an outfitter operation. He tells me what he's going to do with the dog, gives me a description of the drive and a personality level he wants. From there, I'll give him a couple of suggestions. So let's say most of the premium started dogs are done around 10 months of age. So let's say he lands on a 5-month-old dog. Well, we're going to take 50% of the purchase price of the dog as a deposit, and then the other 5 months we're going to invoice out on the first of each month, just dividing the balance up over 5 months. If he picks out a 2-month-old dog, well, then it's going to be a smaller deposit, and the balance will be paid over the remaining 8 months while the dog's in the training program.